Hey, you want to play Warframe Mythbusters? I'm going to bust the Octavia slow power beat buff myth and the Theorem Arcane myth. You know, the one that says they're crap.
Now for something completely different.
Hey, what's happening everybody? Hope you guys are feeling great. I'm Team Kills, and what I like to do is make gaming easier. And there are two things that I'd like to explain in this video. First, when I was building my Octavia Prime, I got a lot of tips, some suggestions, some great, but the common thing I kept hearing was for me to keep my beat slow because it produces more power, more damage, and that's not true. Oh my god, there's like a lot of reading involved on the official Warframe site, but basically, this is how it works. The damage that you get from this ability varies depending on how much damage each enemy puts into that ability. So if it's a level 100 enemy, he's going to bring level 100 damage. Now, let's just say the damage output is 1,000, just to make it easy. It is 1,000 damage per second. So if you have a slow beat, you got one sound effect per second, then all that damage is going to come out in one beat, no matter how high that damage is. But if there's two beats, it'll be 500 per beat. And you can do the math. Actually, the computer does the math for you. That's why it looks like slow beats are more damage, but not actually. Faster, slower, it's completely up to you. Some people do say the faster songs are easier to time your buffs because of the whole metronome ability, but to be honest, if you're using Octavia, just practice with it. You'll get used to your song, and it won't be a problem. Now the second myth bust is the Theorem Arcanes. They're not shit. I actually thought they were, to be honest, but nope, they're not. Since I've already got Octavia out, one of her builds is actually kind of built around this, so we'll use her for an example. Now, first thing you need to know about these arcanes is that they work in pairs. The kit guns we use, and whether it's a primary or a secondary, all the kit gun arcanes, they use different elements, but basically work the same way. After you kill an enemy, there's a 20% chance that a circle of that element's damage, whether it's electricity, gas, fire, whatever, is going to appear where the murder took place. It's kind of like a space chalk outline. Then when you roll, run, or stand in the space chalk outline, don't stand in the outline, police interference, but anyways, when you're in that circle, it activates the Arcane Theorem that's installed on your Warframe. Now, as soon as you get in there, it starts to work. This effect will last as long as you're in that circle, and then for 20 seconds after you leave the circle. Now, going into a new circle not only refreshes the timer, it also stacks the damage up to 15 times if you can really keep this going. Now with Octavia, I have the shock on her there's no reason. Why not? I just put it on. But when I stand in the electric circle, the theorem starts to work. And when this works, what this does is makes my summoned allies, my robot sentinel, and actually my mallet, pretty much anything that's blue on the map, it gives them extra damage that's tied to it. Now this will stack up to 15 times as well. Although to be honest, Octavia doesn't actually need this. Technically that ball will kill anything. Now I have a better example on my Gross Warframes Part 2. I put it on Elemental Ward Saren. There's actually a shit ton of stuff that goes into that. You should check that video out. But everything works good, so good that enemies just melt in my presence. It's great. Now I'm not a fan of the pet theorem one, but the weapon power boost, I have that on Octavia as well. Just why not? Because. So what I suggest is you read them, see which one you like, then you gotta head to demos. Actually, to be honest, they're the easiest arcanes in Warframe to get, so they're not that bad. But on that note, I really hope I've cleared these two things up for people, especially the Octavia thing, and the Arcane Theorems is, like I said, they're easy ones to get, and they work. So on that note, I really hope this has helped. If it has, join the team of killers. Become a killer of teams. Let me know what you're thinking in the comments. Make sure to keep it easy. And remember, just keep gaming.
And now for something completely different.